Hello everybody and welcome to Monday Night Raw. I am Jimmy Boyle alongside Seth Cole to bring you commentary for tonight's episode. As you can see, starting things out is the commissioner of Monday Night Raw himself, Trent Dunham. Seth, thank you for joining me once again for commentary.
Hey, no problem whatsoever, but I'll tell you what, Trent Dunham has definitely been the mover and shaker of Monday Night Raw last couple of weeks, of course, starting with the most recent pay-per-view, and boy, I can't wait to see what he's got to shake it up here tonight. We're starting off with the commish.
Yeah. Oh, and here comes the Raw general manager.
And we know tensions have been pretty high voltage, pretty volatile situation between these two. Trent Dunham, of course, the higher authority figure, the commissioner, but Michael Norman seems to feel that he's both judge, jury, and executioner of Monday Night Raw, it seems. So, a little bit of a power struggle at the top there seems to be.
Yeah, very well, but we're going to have to find out and see what these two are going to have to say.
So last week, Michael Norman said a lot of things to me, and then on top of that, tried to attack me after the main event match. Well, I thought he might do something that stupid, so I had the Undertaker waiting in the darkness to help me out in case he tried something. Michael, I'm not stupid, alright? That's why I'm the Raw commissioner.
I never said you were stupid, Trent. I did what I did last week because you butted your nose into something that didn't belong. But in any case, go ahead and finish up with what you're saying tonight. We'll see how things go.
Now then, as for tonight, we will have a main event of the new y.W.c World Champion Sting versus Samoa Joe in a non-title match.
Alright, so what you're saying is now then tonight we're going to have a non-title match? Man, I think Samoa Joe deserves a rematch and everything, and so do I. I'll be close to ringside tonight to watch this match, Trent.
And Michael, if you're thinking of getting involved, you better think twice about it, because if you get anywhere near the ring, I'll fire your ass.
Strong words by our Commissioner Trent Dunham here tonight.
Oh my goodness, laying down the law.
So I set out, cross that way, strike them down, to make them pay. But I can't hide, and I won't hide, I want you to be great again.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here. And we're starting things off tonight not only with our Commissioner, but now we have our first Money in the Bank qualifying match of the evening. And Seth, what are your thoughts to what we just heard from our Commissioner?
Oh my goodness, I'll tell you what. I thought it was a volatile situation between those two. No, it's a powder keg, and a bullet could set that thing off at any time. I'm telling you what, there's a lot going on here, not only between these wrestlers in the ring, but also in the back, in the corporate rooms. And how about Trent Dunham stating that if Michael Norman gets involved in tonight's main event matchup at all, he's going to be fired.
Yeah, well, that's going to be something definitely true here. I mean, I guess Trent followed that up with the comment that Michael had last week, where it was, I don't listen to you, and I don't listen to you, and I don't call you boss. Well, he's going to have to call him boss tonight, especially with the chance of getting fired.
Yeah, but how about this matchup we've got here? Money in the Bank ladder match qualifier here with Make Darren Young Great Again and the Viper Randy Orton. And kind of interesting too, because if you look back to the colonial days, back in the Revolutionary War, they used to have a patriotic flag that did have a viper on it, and it stated "Don't tread on me." Kind of interesting here that you've got Darren Young, the Make Darren Young Great Again patriotic Donald Trump, if you will, parody, and then you've got the Viper, a little bit of patriotism running through this matchup.
Absolutely, and even though Darren Young is, like you said, a parody of Donald Trump, don't count him out. He is a very strong competitor.
No, absolutely not. I mean, look at who he had for a mentor when he came back with this persona, the Hall of Famer Bob Backlund. I mean, you know, you can't take anything away from what Darren Young has learned, but the question is, will he be able to utilize it here against a savvy veteran like Randy Orton?
Well, he's showing pretty strong right now against Randy Orton, that's for sure. You know, what would it be for someone like Darren Young to advance not only into the main event Money in the Bank match, but to win it as well?
I mean, I think that in and of itself, a victory here tonight over Randy Orton would be a first step towards, you know, a glistening career. But yeah, to your point, I mean, yeah, to go and win the Money in the Bank ladder match and become, let's be perfectly honest, statistically, the next y.W.c champion, you know, it'd be a huge, huge boost for this young man.
Yeah, I bet it will. And, you know, and then now you can't really count out the Viper Randy Orton either. He is a former Money in the Bank winner. And what is he? I believe it's a 12 or 13-time world champion.
I believe he is a 12-time champion. And, you know, to Randy Orton's case as well, you can't count Randy Orton out in any matchup because he has that devastating RKO, which it's said all the time, but it's true. He can hit it out of absolutely nowhere.
Absolutely. And look at this, Luthez press by Randy Orton, pretty good, hammering away on Darren Young. I wonder what Bob Backlund is out there doing now. I think he's backstage actually watching this match.
I would not be surprised at all. Bob Backlund has taken Darren Young under his wing, taught him everything he knows. But I mean, Jimmy, let's take a look. Take a look at who these guys, whichever one of them wins, would be facing off against at Money in the Bank. Two men that already qualified into that ladder match last week: Chris Jericho, Seth Rollins. So, you know, we've already got our card beginning to look really good as far as who'd be in that ladder match, and whichever one of these gentlemen end up making it in, it's just going to add to it.
That's very true. We're going to have a total of 5 competitors that are going to be qualified here tonight. We got 2 already, and we got 3 matches tonight. Our 6th competitor will be determined next week on Monday Night Raw in an old classic match that you can really never get tired of, and that is a battle between AJ Styles and John Cena.
Oh man, that is gonna be really that's quite honestly pay-per-view caliber, and you guys are gonna get to see it for free on Monday Night Raw.
Randy Orton kind of starting to pick away a little bit on Darren Young right now. Oh, look at Darren Young, roll up.
And that's what you got to do. Randy Orton is well known for playing mind games. Look at this. Going into a kind of a bridge. Oh, and Darren Young bridges out of it.
Oh, look at Darren Young.
Backslide.
Backslide now. Kick out at 1 by Orton. See, that's the one thing. That's just how quick Darren Young can be. And that match could be over just like that.
You know, Randy Orton, he not only is physical in the ring, but he's also psychological. He gets in your head. And what we just saw there with the counters from Darren Young proves to me that Darren Young, probably with the veteran mentoring of Bob Backlund, has learned, do not let the Viper get in your head.
Yeah, he sure as heck ain't letting him get in his head right now. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Randy's going to another place. Oh, and there's the backbreaker.
Backbreaker there by Randy Orton. That's one of his signature. He took out Freddie Prinze Jr. with that move.
Darren goes for the clothesline, misses. There's the power slam. Vintage Orton. I'll say it. I'll get copyrighted by Michael Cole, but I don't care.
Oh, look at Darren Young. Oh, Darren
Young. He
went
for the gutbuster. Reversal.
He reversed Randy Orton. Then he went for the gutbuster. Then we got reversed by Orton. And now look at Randy. Oh, what's Randy doing?
Oh, is he setting up for it? Nope, clothesline instead. I thought he might be setting up for the RKO, but...
Oh, I think he was just taunting him. I think he was just playing around with Darren Young.
There
it is, the RKO.
Out of nowhere.
1, 2, 3, it's over. Randy Orton advances.
And if Randy Orton can hit 5 RKOs at Money in the Bank, he may be able to incapacitate all his opponents, climb the ladder, retrieve the briefcase, and become the Money in the Bank winner.
Yep. Great showing here by Randy Orton. We got another Money in the Bank qualifying match coming up next very shortly. The gold standard, Shelton Benjamin, looking to make his, like, what, 8th Money in the Bank match?
Exactly. I was going to say, this guy is absolutely no stranger to the Money in the Bank ladder match, and let's be honest, too. He's had maybe some of his best career highlights in Money in the Bank ladder matches.
Absolutely. But look who he's facing for his qualifying match.
Former Intercontinental Champion Baron Corbin. Looks like now he's starting to set his sights on the higher tier title as he's trying to get himself into the y.W.c championship picture.
Absolutely, and what would it mean for someone like Baron Corbin to win the Money in the Bank and then become champion?
Well, I mean, he's already gotten his y.W.c career off to a great start. Of course, defeating The Miz to become the Intercontinental Champion. Now, yes, he did lose the title a few weeks ago to Chris Jericho, but he's proved that he's able to fight with the big dogs. But right here, I'll tell you what, the strength and power of Baron Corbin versus the speed and athleticism of Shelton Benjamin, this is a pretty interesting matchup here, and it'll be interesting to see which one comes out on top.
Absolutely. A lot of people always pick grain. A lot of people always pick grain over bronze. So if you had to think about that way, it would kind of go to Shelton Benjamin for his athleticism and quickness.
And you know, it's interesting too. You take a look at the three people so far that have qualified into the Money in the Bank ladder match: Chris Jericho, Seth Rollins, and just recently Randy Orton. All three of those competitors seem to cater over to the quick athleticism side. So what would it mean if you have a monster like Baron Corbin make his way into the matchup?
Oh man, that wouldn't be good for anybody. I mean, you'll just be pretty much, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, it's gonna be a 7-foot tall Baron Corbin, roughly 7-foot tall Baron Corbin. He just has to climb 2 steps, and he's already at the briefcase.
Pretty much, you're right. He definitely would have the height advantage. Only have to go up a few rungs in order to reach that briefcase, whereas most of these competitors would have to go all the way to the top of that ladder. But then you flip it and look at Shelton Benjamin, who's quickly in for the cover here on Corbin, but only gets 1 count. You know, you take a look again to those competitors that have moved on. Shelton Benjamin would be the 4th competitor with the speed and athleticism, and be really interesting to see too him versus the creator of that Money in the Bank ladder match, Chris Jericho, who's already moved on. Those two, quite honestly, could be considered the favorites if Shelton's able to move on.
Very true. You know, you got Chris Jericho, the inventor of the Money in the Bank match, and you got Shelton Benjamin, who's made a career in these matches. So it'll be definitely a good show.
Right there, you see Shelton Benjamin working there on the left arm, almost kind of ringing it up, and working on the, I guess that would be considered not the ACL. I'm not exactly sure what that muscle is there between the elbow and the shoulder, but regardless, that would help to take away the end of days finisher that Corbin likes to use.
Yeah, it would. I can't count Shelton Benjamin. You know, Shelton's had a bit of a rocky career as of late in the y.W.c. He's won and lost matches. This will be a very big match to win, or a very big match to lose.
And how about the announcement tonight for our main event, that we're going to be having the y.W.c champion Sting taking on Samoa Joe, the former champion, in a non-title match. Now, I'm not usually as one in the opinion of Michael Norman, but if I'm perfectly honest, I kind of do feel as well that Samoa Joe does have a title rematch coming, but it will be tonight, one-on-one, title not on the line between Sting and Samoa Joe.
And we also got to remember our Money in the Bank Raw main event, a triple threat match. Samoa Joe, Michael Norman, and Sting in that match.
Absolutely, but as you and I both know, Jimmy, that in a triple...
Actually, it's not Samoa Joe, it's John Cena. Huh. I might have to go talk with Trent about that.
Yeah, kind of interesting because as you just announced, we're going to be having that Money in the Bank qualifying match between Cena and AJ Styles next week on Raw. So, that is interesting.
Trent, I definitely gotta keep an eye on that. Trent, if you can hear me, I think we gotta make some adjusting to the roster, or not the roster, but the actual matches.
Oh, look at this! Look at this! Into a bit of a submission right here. It's not really a torture rack, but it's pretty close to it.
Wow.
Baron Corbin cinching it in on Shelton Benjamin, but releases the hold there. Boy, that looked painful.
You ruined the back. You ruined a lot of the strength and agility.
No doubt about that.
Kick out at 2 by Corbin. Shelton, see, he could end the match just like that.
I mean, Jimmy, you've seen me in the ring before, and I'm not nearly as athletic as Shelton Benjamin. I don't claim to be, but I like to do high flying, and I can tell you from personal experience, every bit of those high aerial maneuvers comes from the lower back.
Yeah, it does, because you got to get the height, and when you jump, you put all your weight into your lower back and legs. You can't do that. You can't jump.
Oh, look at this! Coming out here onto the floor to fight, and oh wow!
Oh, that was a T-bone suplex.
Yes,
on
it
the
was.
Outside.
Lifting the
Benjamin's
big man.
Finisher right on the outside. Throws. Oh my goodness! Right
Corbin.
into the steel steps.
And holding his left knee, Corbin, you take away the vertical base of the big man and you make it an even playing field, but you gotta keep an eye on the referee there in the ring. He's still counting. Now, what would happen if both these men get counted out? Does nobody advance?
I don't know.
Doesn't matter. That's a moot point. They both got back in the ring.
Charles Robinson, ladies and gentlemen, our only referee, except for NXT, where we actually have somebody different. We're branching out, guys.
We are. We're expanding. We still got to get commentators over there in NXT, though, but...
Yeah.
One thing at a time. Oh, my goodness, look at this!
Boston Crab.
Shelton really close to the ropes, though. Oh, my goodness. Did you see the leg strength to counter that?
Absolutely. Now, look at this. Benjamin got Corbin. Oh, I thought he tapped for a second.
I thought he did for a brief moment, too, but apparently Corbin just trying to fight out.
T-bone suplex. That's
beautifully
his third. His third T-bone suplex to Baron Corbin. Goes for the pin. That's got to be it. 2. No, Baron Corbin kicked out at 2. What's it going to take to put Baron Corbin away? Oh, I thought he was going for end of days.
I thought he was too, but a belly-to-belly suplex still is effective, but only gets a 1 count on Shelton Benjamin.
Oh, that looked like he was going for the leg, but Corbin
did.
Stopped him. Speaking of going for the leg.
Man, take away the leg of Shelton Benjamin, ground the high flyer. We haven't really seen Shelton Benjamin really go for a lot of aerial here.
Crossface!
Oh, look at this!
Crossface!
He's
Benjamin's
got the crossface cinched in.
And Corbin tapped! Corbin taps out. Shelton Benjamin advances.
And that arm that he had cinched in was the same arm we had seen Shelton Benjamin work on earlier on in the match. So apparently he had worn it down enough, and Corbin just couldn't take the pain. Immediately taps out to the gold stance.
Man, what's been a tough way for Baron Corbin these past weeks. Now, Shelton Benjamin advances. We got one more Money in the Bank match coming up next.
Quiet on the set. Can we please have quiet on the set?
Oh boy.
Speaking of former Intercontinental champions.
I'm curious to know who the Miz's opponent's going to be tonight. And look at this. The Miz coming out with Maurice.
Oh, wow.
Miz was told I was getting told, Miz was told backstage he had a Money in the Bank match, but he will not know who his opponent's going to be until they come out to the ring.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, boy.
Look at the Miz's face.
And Jimmy, you and I both know that Kane, he may be a 7-foot monster, but he has quite a career in Money in the Bank ladder matches as well.
Including a victory in one of them.
Cashed in that same night on Rey Mysterio to become the World Heavyweight Champion.
Can we see that? Can we see that happen again? Miz, and with Maurice outside, will Maurice play a factor into this, or will Kane just dominate?
Well, to answer your question, no, we will not see that again, since Rey Mysterio is not on the y.W.c roster. He's currently
you know what
down
I meant.
on the.
You know what I meant. Seth.
He's currently down on the Lucha Underground roster.
Yep. Definitely is. Now,
Well, I'm not exactly sure Miz is all that thrilled about this mystery opponent in the big red machine of Kane. However, he does have his manager and wife Maurice out here, who could prove a very valuable distraction.
Oh, good swinging neck breaker by Miz. If you're Miz, do you just try to stay away from him, or do you attack him?
Oh, I think maybe the best thing you can do is run, get a punch in, and then run again.
Bam! I'm running away. Yeah, just imagine if you had to go in there and face Kane. What would your reaction be?
Well, let's also keep in mind, too, The Miz is no stranger to fighting big men. Of course, it was Baron Corbin he fought when his Intercontinental Championship was on the line. Now, yes, he did lose the title, but still, he does have experience against men that are bigger than him.
Yeah, but that was Baron Corbin, it's not Kane.
Well, that's true.
In my mindset, if I had to face Kane, it would be help me, mommy, please.
I think at some point you might see The Miz maybe crawl over to his corner and try and tag in his wife.
Yeah, right. She's gonna tag me, please. I don't want to be here anymore.
So let's go back to the point we were actually making back in the matchup with Benjamin and Corbin. Of course, you know, if Kane makes his way into the Money in the Bank ladder match, you got yourself a monster again in the ladder match that could quite honestly ground all the other high-flying athletic people.
You very well could.
Oh, look, that's Maurice up there on the apron. And referee Charles Robinson seen that and admonished him to get down. Whoa.
Kane just tossed The Miz into his wife, and Maurice bounced off the ring apron into the barricade.
Ouch.
Kane gives no fucks.
No, he doesn't. No. Kane does not care. He doesn't care who he hurts.
Oh, The Miz, though, fighting back.
And let's be honest, not really giving a care of who it is that you're injuring, that could be the mentality needed to win the Money in the Bank ladder match.
Very true, but in a case like this, Kane doesn't want to get himself disqualified either.
Absolutely right.
Wow, what a big boot by The Miz.
How did The Miz even get his foot up high enough to connect with the Devil's Favorite Demon's face?
I don't even think he got his face. I think he got his chest area. I mean, this is a match that we're putting on. Miz is faring pretty well right now against Kane.
He is. I was thinking that Kane was probably going to dominate this. That was a huge back body drop.
I thought this match was going to be over by now.
Me too. But The Miz hanging in there.
Speaking of being over, here comes kick out at 1 by The Miz, and Maurice thinks better of distracting the referee and gets down.
Miz right there with a bulldog driving Kane's cranium into the mat.
Now look at these elbow drops on Kane's back. Remember, take out the back, take out a lot of the power of Kane.
You're absolutely right.
And
kind of a inverted DDT.
Goes for the pin on Kane, gets only a 2 count.
Now look how quickly Kane got back up to his feet.
Wow, look how easily Kane just tosses him over his shoulder.
Oh, look at this, rake of the eyes. Go behind swinging neck breaker by The Miz.
Tilt-a-whirl swinging neck breaker, goes for the pin, gets a 1 count. Oh, The Miz went for the skull-crushing finale.
Kane able to reverse it. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's a choke. That is a choke on The Miz.
And Maurice is distracting the referee.
And that's allowing Kane to continue to choke him. And I think Maurice just got tossed.
What?
I think Maurice just got tossed by referee Charles Robinson.
Wow, talking about giving no fucks.
Oh, wait a minute.
Uh-oh, going for it. Choke slam.
That's got to be it. And it is.
And it's over, and Kane has advanced to the Money in the Bank ladder match.
And Maurice was trying to help out her husband, but the whole time she had the referee distracted, Kane was able to choke the life out of The Miz and had him limp enough to deliver that devastating choke slam.
Yeah, definitely. Lots more to come here in the home crowd.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the y.W.c Cruiserweight Championship.
Well, Lillian Garcia has a really different voice than the last time we've heard her before.
You know, I think she needs to get out more. I think living in a tree with that family of chipmunks has really gotten to her.
Anyways, we have a Cruiserweight Championship match tonight. Tajiri putting his title on the line against the guy who defeated him last week, Tyson Kidd.
Yeah, and of course Tyson Kidd, it was a real shocker right there because we were looking at the couple of opponents that Tajiri had faced off earlier on in the past couple of weeks, and we were wondering, is there anybody that's able to go toe-to-toe with Tajiri? And Tyson Kidd last week proved that he can defeat the Cruiserweight Champion.
Yeah, absolutely can. And I think it's going to definitely be a good match.
There's the bell. We're getting ready to get this thing started. This should be a good one. If it's anything like the match the two of them had last week, we're in for a Cruiserweight classic, no pun intended.
Absolutely. And we're just gonna have to wait and see.
Of course, Tyson Kidd, one of the few that was trained in the legendary Heart Dungeon.
Yeah. He was, and you got Tajiri, who is no stranger to all these cruiserweights and in matches like this, title matches.
Oh, Tyson Kidd going for a flying forearm there in the corner, but Tajiri able to sidestep it.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be interesting because all of our cruiserweight matches are interesting to say the least. Very, very entertaining. Look at that kick to the back by Tyson Kidd to Tajiri. Already faring way better than Kota Ibushi was.
Yeah, I mean, when we saw Kota Ibushi in the title match against Tajiri, as I said, it looked like a mixed match. Tajiri just dominated. But Tyson Kidd has definitely shown that he's able to hang with Tajiri. He picked up the victory last week, and I can't say with any certainty, but I think this may be the best chance we have right now for someone to maybe take that Cruiserweight title away from the Japanese buzzsaw.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll have to wait and see. Look at Tajiri. Right on the outside. My goodness gracious.
People, be under no illusions. That ring is about roughly 4 to 5 feet off of the floor, and Tajiri just drove Tyson Kidd down onto the floor.
He just did it again.
Goodness. Oh, look at there. Nice throw by Tyson Kidd. A little bit of
hey, look, we're on
karma
TV.
right
Hi,
there.
Mom. Specialism at its finest over here from Jimmy Bly.
Tyson Kidd actually nearly threw Tajiri over into the ring keeper's area there with Lillian, so.
Yeah? Looking, Alvin's gotta watch out. Oh my goodness, Tyson Kidd with the Hurricane Rana from the top rope.
Oh, look at that, went for the drop kick. Tajiri, savvy veteran, knocks him away, but can't not counter that DDT.
What a DDT that was. Now these cruiserweights, there are definitely not, you can't just write them off. These cruiserweights have heart.
Oh, there's absolutely no doubt about that. And, I'm just thinking, what if one of these two were to be in that Money in the Bank ladder match? I don't think anybody would be able to catch them. They'd be up the ladder, get the briefcase within the first 3 seconds.
Not only that, but what if one of these cruiserweights were to win the y.W.c World Championship?
Well, There's a lot of guys there on the roster, I think, that could very easily put together a good matchup with them.
Yeah, good matchup, yeah, but the question is, can they win, though?
I don't know. It's possible. I mean, look at the littlest dog in the fight, Rey Mysterio, how he was able to go up against big men and win the title. I mean, it's not impossible.
It isn't, but you never know.
We say it all the time. These cruiserweights, yes, they're smaller men. Yes, they're a lot more quicker, a lot more athletic, but they are deceptively strong, and we see that every single time they get into a ring.
Tajiri going for a pin on Tyson Kidd right now. 2 count by Tyson and a kick out.
Sounds like you were a little bit tiddly. Were you out on the town last night?
No, I just woke up and had to rush over to the arena.
I was about to hook you up with Alvin. You two could have a date tonight and go somewhere nice.
Thanks, friend.
She can teach you how to commentate in Chipmunk.
Yeah, right? Wouldn't that just be hilarious?
Yep. Oh my goodness! That was almost like a power slam DDT.
And Tyson, yeah. Tyson Kidd, he's really unbelievable right now. He's showing exactly what he's worth.
He is. There's no doubt about it. And Tajiri's got his hands full right now.
Yeah, Tajiri
Oh,
probably.
into the pin.
Oh, look at Tyson Kidd. Oh! Thought he was going to get it there.
Just when the
Tyson-
referee's hand was coming down for 3, Tajiri just able to power out.
Tyson Kidd, this is the most dominant I've ever seen somebody against Tajiri.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh! Tyson Kidd with a good slam on Tajiri. Oh!
Oh!
He's getting close. At this point, Tyson Kidd can taste it.
You couldn't have fit a sheet of paper between the ring mat and Charles Robinson's hand on that count. Oh, but look at there. Tajiri with some high octane, high flying of his own, but I don't think he quite hit all of it.
No, not at all. Tilt-a-whirl head scissors. Remember when Tajiri did 7 of those?
Yes, I do. Absolutely. Looks like Tajiri going back to the old game plan of trying to disorient his opponent before picking him apart.
Neck breaker and pinning combination by Tyson Kidd. Oh my goodness, I thought that was it.
Again, nearly the 3 count.
Oh, Tajiro's going for something. Oh, look at Tyson Kidd. Single leg Boston Crab.
They've
Single
got
leg
it cinched
Boston
in, and
Crab on-
Tajiri's in the middle of the ring.
Oh,
It's a
Tajiri
long
tapped.
way to those
He
ropes.
tapped.
That's it.
Tajiri tapped. Tyson Kidd is the new Cruiserweight champion.
But I want to point something out. Did you notice where Charles Robinson was? He was blocking the path between Tajiri and the ring ropes.
Charles Robinson. Come on, Charles, you're our only referee. Don't give Michael Reese to fire you.
Oh, man. Hey, yeah, but Michael could get fired himself if he interferes with tonight's main event matchup.
Which is happening right now. Here
Oh,
comes
boy.
Samoa Joe. Well, he's already looking into it. He's not even a title match.
Can't say I blame him. And Samoa Joe, I'll tell you what, you don't want to be in the ring with him at all, but you really don't want to be in the ring with him when he's ticked off.
Absolutely. This guy will tear you from limb from limb. And speaking of tearing limb from limb, here comes Sting.
The vigilante, the icon, who made his presence felt and delivered some poetic justice. And for the first time, Sting is on Monday Night Raw.
Absolutely. And here he is, the World Championship around his waist. Sting coming to the ring. Remember, Michael Roman is not allowed to get involved whatsoever. And in this match, he cannot come down to this ring.
For the folks at home that are wondering why would Michael Norman want to come down to this ring, well, I mean, keep in mind, it was the icon Sting who took away the y.W.c World Championship from him a couple weeks ago at Payback.
Absolutely. Now we're going to start this match off, Sting and Samoa Joe.
First time we've ever seen these two lock up in the center of the ring, and wow, almost wasn't a Scorpion death drop, but it was similar, except that time Samoa Joe's head met the knee of Sting.
Yeah, and Sting's very, very creative in the ring. Very much true. Samoa Joe giving him a kick to the knee, throwing him across the ring, went for a punch but missed. And look at this, Samoa Joe now just tossing him from one end of the ring to the other.
Oh, looks like that might have fired up Sting. Sting going for a kick, but blocked and into a leg drag.
Oh, hard into the side there, into the turnbuckle.
And both of these men involved in that rather controversial but certainly exciting main event at Payback a couple weeks ago. Samoa Joe had his title on the line against Michael Norman. He was defeated, and then Sting emerges and defeats Michael Norman for the title. So for Sting, he's trying to prove that he does belong at the top as the champion. Samoa Joe's trying to get himself back into the title picture and regain the title that he lost.
Yeah, definitely gonna have to keep an eye out. Sting, he's a very good classic wrestler, but he's also kind of up there in age, and I don't want to count Sting out, but going up against a young guy like Samoa Joe, a young, powerful guy like Samoa Joe, I mean, I don't know.
Now, I waited a couple of days after Payback because I didn't exactly want to get anywhere near Samoa Joe, knowing he was going to be pretty PO'd at what had taken place in that main event. But I did get an opportunity to talk with him, and Samoa Joe, in his opinion, he got robbed of the title. And while I agree that maybe, the circumstances were a little bit shady, the fact of the matter is that, Michael Norman went in a pretty good matchup with him, pretty long matchup, and let's be perfectly honest, he was fairly beaten by Michael Norman. So while I agree Samoa Joe should be back in the title hunt and have a chance to regain the gold, I don't exactly see it that he was robbed of the title.
Well, I don't see it either, but you know how Samoa Joe gets.
It's that Samoan pride. I mean, we've seen it before. We've seen it with, the Usos, Rikishi, The Rock, Roman Reigns. All of those Samoans, they've got this pride whenever it takes place as far as winning championship gold, and there's Sting trying to go for the pin and didn't even get a 1 count on Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
But what about Sting? I mean, Sting has had himself a storied career, of course, over at WCW, TNA, coming over here to y.W.c, and comes in his very first matchup, his debut matchup at Payback, and wins the y.W.c title. I mean, a lot of times we'll say that, you want to have a big-time face at the top of your list as your champion, and Sting definitely fits that persona.
Sting again, going for a powerbomb, but Samoa Joe reverses.
Almost into kind of a face buster there, and cinches in a submission.
Well, he's got kind of like an arm drag. I won't say arm bar because it was facing upwards.
Yeah, it was an arm bar, but oh my goodness, there's the slam by Samoa Joe. But yeah, that submission, it was like an arm bar, but he had the neck area, the head and neck area, grapevined with his legs as well. A very unusual type arm bar by Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
They don't call him the Samoan submission machine for nothing. And look at this, the sleeper now in on Sting. And now grapevines the legs.
The Samoan sleeper hold, I'm guessing that's what he calls it. If not, that's what we're going to call it.
That's right.
The Samoan sleeper hold on Sting, but Sting refuses to tap out. Ooh, there you go, atomic drop there by Sting to Samoa Joe. Samoa tossed him over his shoulder.
Snapmare takedown, and now, Sting getting fired up now, and just throws Samoa Joe, the big Samoan, halfway across the ring. Oh my goodness!
Wow, I didn't
Look
think
at this
Sting-
feat of strength!
I didn't think Sting could do that.
Oh my goodness, he just bench pressed Samoa Joe into the air.
Oh, look at Sting. Sting with the roll-up and tried to steal it. Gets only a 1 count on Samoa Joe. This is definitely...
Oh, look out, Charles.
Come on, Charles. Get your head in the game there. Oh, look at this cloverleaf style submission that Samoa Joe has locked in.
And beautifully positioned as well. Sting a long ways away from the ropes. That was great ring awareness there by Samoa Joe to cinch in a submission right in that corner.
Absolutely.
Stiff forearm shot drops Samoa Joe down to the canvas, and Sting's going in for the cover.
Kick out at 1 by Samoa Joe. Remember how long it took Michael Norman to make Samoa Joe submit/pin?
Exactly. Samoa Joe, to me, may be one of the better wrestlers as far as endurance is concerned. And he's showing it off right here. Whoa, Charles, look out!
Get out of the way!
And of course, we have seen no interference, no emergence of the Raw General Manager Michael Norman, who was warned earlier on tonight by Commissioner Trent Dunham. Wow, a nice suplex into a pin. It was warned earlier tonight by Trent Dunham that if you get involved with this matchup, I will fire you.
That is true. And look at Samoa Joe once again. Samoa Joe is just trying to end this match, but Sting keeps kicking out.
And of course, Samoa Joe, if he can pick up a victory here. Oh, wow, bulldog there by Sting. If he can pick up a victory over Sting, that would, of course, I would think, put him right in the title picture. These two already putting on a classic here tonight. Can you imagine if the two of them faced off against each other with the title on the line?
Yeah, I can only imagine on that one. But Charles Robinson.
Charles?
Dang, Charles.
I am looking into getting Charles some vacation time. He seriously needs it.
Yeah, he does. 2 count. Got a 2 count this time.
Oh, wow. Stiff kick right to the gut. Drops Sting from a standing position down onto his keister in the corner.
His keister.
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 We're bringing 70s back, people.
Out goes and Samoa Joe goes for the pin. Another 2 count. Samoa Joe. Sting kicks out at 2.
Oh, there we go. It's again with the sleeper. And he grapevines it again.
Oh,
Sting's tapping.
Wow. And that didn't take long the second time. Samoa Joe defeats Sting in a non-title match. And oh my goodness, I bet you any amount of money that Samoa is pissed that he won this match and it wasn't for the title.
I'll bet you're exactly right. Samoa Joe, if the title had been on the line, would have been the new y.W.c World Champion. But as it is, he may have gotten himself a future opportunity at Sting's title.
Oh, what's this? Excuse me. Sting, hey, up here, hey, if you think that loss was bad, you ain't seen nothing yet. Now, Trent banned me from ringside at the cost of my job. And I like my job, so I'm not gonna disobey him. But that doesn't mean just because I can't go to the ring doesn't mean somebody else can. And what does Michael mean by that?
I don't know.
Oh, look.
Oh, wait a minute.
It's Triple H.
Triple H.
And he's got a sledgehammer.
Oh, no, this does not look good for Sting.
Sting sees him. He ain't backing down.
Wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
Wait a minute. And Sting takes the sledgehammer. We heard the Undertaker's gong, but
I think Undertaker's playing mind games.
I think he is too, and Sting took the advantage of the lights going out to grab the sledgehammer away from Triple H. Scorpion Death Drop.
Wow, and Sting just fighting Triple H. Oh, he's gonna do it on the sledgehammer.
Oh! The back of Triple H's head Just hit the sledgehammer.
Triple H is out.
We might have to get some medical attention for Triple H. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us for a Monday Night Raw. We will see you next week here on Monday Night Raw.